The Velvet Talk.
Hello 2018 and welcome to the Velvet Talk. I've just read a tweets from my Twitter feed, which there's a news headline saying Rothschild inherits after 4 co-owners of V10 disappeared on Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. Now, I believe a lot of people remember that. It was a very big news like a while ago where this Malaysia Airlines just mysteriously missing. And now, as we see news like this, it really makes you wonder what's like really happening behind the scenes in a lot of events that's happening every day of our lives. When we're busy doing our things, working, supporting our families, politicians doing their things, global companies doing their things, their ads, try to convince you that what they provide is everything that you need to be happy. There's a lot of things happen in the background. And that is one of the reasons why I said on my Instagram story that, no matter how busy you are, I believe everybody is busy, you really should take the time to look around and see what's really happening to you. It would be funny one day when you woke up and you realize that you're actually living in a manipulated reality that you think is real, but in fact that is not. For me, it's better that I know the truth as early as possible. Though I cannot do any big, changes to make any difference, but when I know, I'll tell my friends about it. And if they're open-minded, they go do their own research and they'll find out that what I say was real. And they begin to start their own journey of searching for the truth instead of just watch what goes by on the news headlines, where I believe like 70-80% of the news headlines are false and manipulated by the authority, no matter what kind of authority that is. They just have their personal interest behind all the reporting. So what I just talked about, the Malaysia Airlines flight MH370, is pretty relevant to the subject I wanted to talk about today, which I titled No Honesty, No Dollars. Just as you read about what Apple did to your old iPhones like a couple days ago, then you slowly come to understand that even as a brand, as a crazy big business, big company like Apple, still they need to do dirty little things to manipulate their customers to replace their old phones in order to buy their new phones, which they deliberately to update the software, make you institute to your old phones, and so your old phones cannot move anymore, so you will have to buy a new phone, which is kind of the lowest low in my own opinion. With the name and the brand big like that, you still need to do that? Or that to me show low confidence in the economy. And I always know there's something wrong with my old Mac as whenever I update the system. It seems to me that my music programs are running much slower and sometimes even crashing. So I have stopped updating my laptop, my old Mac that I used for many years, long time ago, because as soon as I realized that my music software cannot run anymore, I just said to myself, I'm not going to update anything anymore as long as I can use my Logic Pro. That's the program I use to write songs, and I stopped updating whatever the 10.3 or whatever long time ago. So I guess I always know all along. So it wasn't really a big shock for me when I find out about this. I actually stopped updating my phone for quite a long time now as well, because I know these are the tricks they do, right? And I don't really care about the new app updates or to improve your computer system you need to update something, as long as I can use. For me, it's just the music software and plugins for my instruments. As long as they're working, I don't really care about other stuff. Like, how many things can you use in your computer or phone or a smartphone? I mean, it's very little things that you regularly use. I have a lot of editing software for photos and videos on my phone, but most of the time, the ones that I mostly use, just a couple of those. So I think it's a smart decision. After you read news like that, stop upgrading your software. And I don't think you need to keep replacing your old smartphone or computer. Like for me, my old Mac was I used for 6 or 7 years, because the only thing I use is to write music most of the time, 80% of the time, and I watch YouTube from it. And as long as they're alive and working, I don't care if they're a little bit slow, right? I just brought my new MacBook this year, which is pre-owned. It's a pre-owned, but it only have 4 battery circles, so I was lucky to find this one, and a cheaper price I brought. And the only reason that I brought a new MacBook is because my old Mac just cannot run a lot of track at the same times anymore. I cannot write music on my Mac anymore. That's the reason why I updated. And I was always the last one who brought a new phone or new pager or whatever back in the days. Because I need a little bit of it, but it's fine by me if I don't have the latest one. I think as long as you have enough for your usage, you don't really need to care about, the latest product. Overall, and yeah, it comes to no honesty, no dollars. That Apple is deliberately trying to slow down your phone in order for you to buy their new ones. Also, there's another news headline that catch my eyes, which is there's a lot of phone apps and a lot of websites got caught secretly recording your voice from your conversations from your phone in order for them to gathering information for their ad companies so they can get incomes by telling their customers that they have this great marketing statistics that you can trust, so you should buy their commercials. And they got the audience who's interested on your product, right? No honesty, no dollars. No honesty, no dollars. That is so true. How can you actually wholehearted believe in the website or an app that is have its best interests on the customer after you read news about that? That is just not a way to run business wisely. How long does it take to actually build a brand that people trust and enjoy using, and you just throw away your brand like that just for short-term income? That to me is just stupid. So stupid. What are these people thinking about? They're just businessmen, right? No matter how you title them, like the tech pioneers, or like Apple, or Facebook, or whatever company that is, they just want the money, They don't want to be honest, they just want the money. That's hilarious. That's really funny. I mean, how much can you make? How much do you need? What do you need those money for? You already have everything, and you sacrifice your brand like that? If I'm the boss of Apple, or let's say Google, who's tracking you 24/7, like I said on my Instagram story, I actually just talked to my friends like a couple days ago, like, because I run out of coffee powder that's fresh made from the coffee shop, and I said, because her aunt know the owner of a nice coffee shop, and I always brought my coffee powder from her, and I said, I need to order 3 bag of coffee powder, please order for me. And just like 2 or 3 days later, when I was reading some news on my web page, and just suddenly I have never seen any coffee ads on my news feed, and suddenly I see a coffee feed, and instantly I just know that I was being tracked on my iPhone. I don't know from which app, or was I on a web page when I was talking to my friend? Because she was next to me, right? Maybe I was holding my phone and reading the news. Suddenly I just remember that I need to ask her to please buy the new coffee powder for me. That's why that keyword coffee was recorded into the phone, right? So maybe it was Google, maybe it was some other app. I don't remember because it was a couple of days ago, but I am pretty sure, because these kind of things happen to me a lot. Like as a musician, I search for a lot of instrument data on YouTube or Google. And it's been years I've been seeing ads from, the plug-in music software company, which I don't feel strange about it because I know all my data shows that, I'm a customer of, plug-in instruments. That doesn't surprise me, but that coffee thing really just like, just like that, it clicked. Of course, besides then the music instrument plugins, there are a lot of other kind of ads that relate to this subject that I'm talking about, that we are being tracked 24/7, not only by Google, but by a lot of other tech company apps as well. And I think you could have just asked. If for me, I might just, say yes. Anyways, if you ask me, do I want to be on the list to see the ads on, Google web page? When I'm browsing through what's the newest plug-in sanitizer instrument that I might be interested to, maybe I will say, yes to Google. Please record me and let me know. When I browsing around the web page, let me know what's the newest plugin that I might be interested in. I might say yes anyways, And you don't have to lie and deceive. It's not long-term thinking. It's all about money, right? They got money on their mind. And Apple, I've been using Apple for many years because one of my best friends, it's an art teacher, and back in the day, she was the first person that taught me about computers. So I just, that's where I learned computer from. So I start from, Mac, laptop, desk computer many, many, many years ago. And I've been switched to Microsoft when I was still working in the office as well. But for me, I just got used to, doing songwriting on Logic Pro, so I stick with Apple. And I think that, in order to make the customer to buy the new products, so they deliberately to writing data and the updating software to slow down your hardware. iPhone in this case, I think is the lowest low. There's really no excuse for that. You can't force people to do what they don't want to. And you can't force people to do what they don't need to. This is almost like some kind of abuse of power, right? They're forcing you to buy their new products, and they're doing it under the table. These punk asses are really, really, really dirty. Besides that, they're really smart and capable of bringing new technology to the people, which is one of the best things that happened. Well, but in my own opinion, no honesty, no dollars. Because from now on, people understand that all these tech company punk ass snakes are doing dirty stuff under the table. I believe more truth will be bring up to the table in the near future. And that's the power of the internet. And I think that's one of the reasons why that net neutrality is hitting that bill about, certain company where they afford more capital to pay for the routes, they get more speeds, and smaller company don't get that. And maybe even more the user who want to browse more information on the internet after net neutrality is on, they maybe have to pay $4 or $5 more for that. I think that net neutrality thing is trying to ban people from getting informations without limits. That's the thing that I thought of when I think of net neutrality. It's things like this. They don't want you to know. They're trying to control the information. That's why they want a net neutrality. Not everyone have the right to know everything that is really going on in this world. Not everyone have the rights to know what's really going on in this world. That's why we need net neutrality. Well, this is the free world we're living in. Before net neutrality. So you better start talking, start connecting, start communicating with your friends about the things that you learn before net neutrality, because after net neutrality, you'll have to pay extra more if you want to spend more time searching, studying for the informations. Freedom to the people, right? Freedom to the people. And those podcasts on the top who's trying to control. You get what you deserve. This is only a preview. Because the people in this world are like how many times more than the people in control? I mean, come on. If people wise up one by one, by talking to one person at a time, one day, we're gonna win this. Those podcasts is not going to be on the top always. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. I believe there's a rising of people connecting, talking to each other, and realize that, people are the ones who can help each other and actually care about each other. Those people on the top, they don't care about you. They care about the business. They care about the capital. They care about their own interests. And some of them have more dirty secrets than you ever saw in any evil ghost hunt Hollywood movies. If you have spent time to search on what's really going on about the elites. What's elites anyways? They're just human beings. Unless they're not, I don't know. I don't know about that much, but I know on everyday people level, people really need to start to talk to each other more, to learn from each other more, to communicate and stay open-minded. Forget about the politics. Forget about the politicians. They don't care about you. The people next to you is the key for you and them to rise up. So just come on, talk to each other, communicate with each other, ask questions about why this is happening and why is this news being revealed. There are people willing to take the risk. There are people who are willing, to do the test, to prove and share through the internet. It's all these evidence that we see today about these two incidents are the people who are devoting their time on investigating, just everyday people. For me, everybody can do something, whether it's for the good of their own or, because they're using their phone, right? It's slowing down, so they're doing investigations. It's very common. A lot of guys just go with those IT and tech kind of stuff. Go do it. And, write an article about it and write a tweet about it, Instagram video about it, Facebook post about it. Share your knowledge, share your information, share what you just found, be a hero. Why not? Do your thing. Everybody has some kind of specialty that they can contribute, to speak their voice and shine some light on some kind of truth. That's something, happy to do. That's some kind of, happy purpose to have, if you don't have a big career on your mind, you want to make billion, trillion, millions of dollars, do something good with your skills. Everybody's good with something. I believe that's to be true. You're here for a reason. You're not a monkey. I am not a monkey. I happen to know how to write and, write words, write music. That's the way, I try to use to connect with people with what I wanted to say. And what are you good at? Are you doing it to share what you learn? Are you exploring your passion, with your skills? You're not just that person who go to work in the morning and come home late afternoon feeling tired and just watch some comedy or play some, games. You can do something. What's your interest? What's your passion about? Spend time, searching information on the internet. Everything is on Google and YouTube, even though there are some lies. But on the knowledge base, those platforms still you can, get to learn a lot about it. And spend your free time doing what you like. That's what I do. What I do after work. I read, I write, I share. That's what I always say, keep creating, keep sharing. Because before creating, you need to go research and study the things that you passionate about. That's the first thing you have to do. So, like I said, even just one person hurt you, totally worth it. Because that one person might tell the next person might tell, her 3 other friends. Things happen just like that. Revolution don't happen just one day. It's a long time effort. And with a lot of people doing that, we have a chance to shine lies and truth into this world and be these punk asses monopolies think they have it all. They have all the powers, all the money, all the resources, all the medias. It's under their control. No, they are not. By far, we still have the internet. Next year, do we still have it? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know about that neutrality stuff, but start doing whatever you're passionate about today. After work today, rest a little bit, relax a little bit, then get on the internet. Gather the information about what you're passionate about and start doing it. Don't wait. No more time to wait. Net neutrality is here. You have no more internet with limited search time in the future. Do it now. Don't wait. If you wait, you'll lose. We lose. If you wait, we lose. So don't wait. Get up, stand up, speak up, do something. Do what you love, do what makes you happy. Be a hero in your all skills, Do something good. Make yourself proud. That's a very happy feeling. Once you start doing and sharing and you start connecting with the people, talking to people, and you get to understand that everybody is obsessed about something or have interest about something. You can be each other's friends and, gear up, defeat those lions, snakes, monopolies. You get what you deserve. In the end, truth matters. Integrity matters in all aspects of life. No honesty, no dollars. Listen up. Apple, Google, any other apps out there, I don't know, who's secretly getting our data. No honesty, no dollars. Not good luck. Monopolies.